Hello everyone, welcome back to this online session on Red Hat administration. So today we are going to discuss about Linux commands, basic Linux commands through which you can manage your Linux operating system. So let me switch to my virtual machine and I'm going to open my terminal. So as you can see, I'm signed in through my root credential. So if we are logged in through a user and if you have to check, so what would be the command through which you can check that your current user who is logged in? So you can run one command here which is who am I. So through this command you would be able to see your username which you will get correct. And we need to remember one more thing: whatever commands you will run into Linux, all commands are case sensitive here into Linux, that you have to remember. Next, if you need to check if you are working, so first of all, as you know, if you will store something into Linux, so you need to create one directory. Inside your directory you will store your data as a text file. So for creating directory, I will show you how to create directories, how to switch between directories, and how you will create text file. So what would be the ways to creating text file? So first of all, let me show you how you will create directory. So we are going to use mkdir command through which you would be able to create directory. So mkdir space your directory name. Like I'm going to create one directory with data. Data would be my directory name here. So if I will press enter here, it will create one directory. So you can use ls command to list your current directory content. So currently I am in my users home directory. If you will see, I am getting here tilde sign. So tilde sign means I am in my users home directory, current users home directory. So in my users home directory, this new directory which we have created, this will be stored into my current location, and that is my current location, which is my users home directory. So if you will press ls, so through ls it will list all the content of your current directory. So this would be the content here where you can see now this white color. So these are the text files basically, and the blue color names, they represent directory here. So we have data directory here. Now if I need to create directory with subdirectories, so what I can do, I can run one command here which would be mkdir space -p. This would be a switch here. Then we need to specify our parent directory name, which would be like videos. Then under videos there would be like images. Then under images there would be another directory which you can create like demo. So if you will press enter, if you will run ls here, you will get your present directory name which would be here videos. Now if you need to check your directory and your subdirectories, if you need to list all those, you can run here tree command. So you can use tree command here through which you will get the hierarchy. Okay, hierarchical view of your directory structure. So let me specify my directory name, and then we need to press enter. You would be able to see that we have one parent directory which is videos. Under parent we have one subdirectory which is images. Under images we have one directory which is demo. So now if I need to create one text file, what I can do, I can create text file through touch command. So I can use touch through which by touch command, what it will do, it will basically create blank text file. Okay, so if you have to create blank text file, then you need to use touch command here. So touch space, I need to specify my path which would be videos, then under videos images, and then under images I'm going to create one text file which would be Linux. Press enter, and again I'm going to run here tree command. So you would be able to see here under images I have one folder which is demo, and I have one file which is Linux here. So these are the basic command which you can use here to explore or to manage your Red Hat system, Red Hat Linux system. Correct. Now let me show you a few more commands. we can use here ls space hyphen l, through which you will get the properties of your contents which would be into your current directory. Now if you need a readable format, so this would be a readable format through which you would be able to see the permissions and user honor and user. So here you would be able to see that also. Then size of your directory and creation date and name. So everything you will get here. If you need to check hidden data, what you can do, you can write here ls space hyphen a. If there would be some hidden files or directories inside your system, so you need to check those hidden files and directories. You ls space hyphen a would be the switch here. So you will get here hidden directories and files as well. So on in the beginning of hidden files and directory, you will get one dot. So this would be your hidden file and this would be your hidden directory. Similarly, if I need to create if I need to check my current path, let me switch to first. If I have to switch into my directory, so and I need to work inside my directory which we have created, so we can use cd command here, cd space, then my parent directory name which would be videos. Under videos I have images, under images I have demo. So this would be the path here. If I will press enter, I will be switched to demo here, which you can see. Now after working, might be I will forget that where I am right now. So what I can do, I can run one command here which would be pwd, present working directory. So through pwd you would be able to see your current path. So you can see I am in /root, which is my root user home directory. Then under root there is one folder which is videos. Under videos there is one directory which is images. Under images we have demo. So our current directory is demo here, and if you need to check your complete path, you would be able to check through this command, through pwd. Similarly, if I need to come back one by one, what I will do, I will type here cd space dot dot, through which you would be able to come back one by one, or step by step you will be exit from your child directories, correct? Or if you need to come back to your main directory or into your users home directory, what you can do, you can type here cd, then press enter. So you will be exit from your child directory and you will reach to your users home directory through cd command. So cd is basically change directory. So if you have to change directory, you can use cd command here. Similarly, what we can do, we can use here free command, through which you would be able to get memory information. So memory which is in your system, the physical memory. So available memory you would be able to see here, but if you need to check, like we are getting some statics here, some values here. If you need to check into megabytes, so what you can do, you can run free space hyphen n, then you will get your values into MB. So what would be the RAM which is assigned to your system, and what is the use RAM, then free space in MB, correct? And then available space also here. And for swap is a static memory here. So what you can do, you can create one swap partition in which you can specify some space. Now if I need to check my disk space, okay, so which is assigned to my different directories, what I can do, I can run here one command which would be df. So if I will run df here, so the directories which is mounted here and the space which is assigned to those directories, those space I will get here. If I need more readable format, so what I can do, I can run here df space hyphen h, through which you will get the readable size and readable format here. So this is the size here which you can see, you are getting now your size into MP and GB. So this a size which is assigned to slash, which is 17 GB, correct? So there is a size which is assigned to boot, which is almost 1 GB. So you will get size of your directories here which is assigned to your directories, correct, through df space hyphen h. Or if you will attach some external disk or additional data disk to your Linux VM, so you would be able to see all those through this df space hyphen h command. Next command is if I need to check the data of my file, so what I can do, I can run command which is get. So let me show you one file which would be etc host would be host, sorry. So you can see that is the information which is available into my host file. So basically you will get your domain name or your DNS information to your host file here. So if I need to read this, that means and if I need to read the content of my text file, I will run cat command. Correct. Similarly, now if I need to create one text file with some data, I can use cat and at that time also. So what I can do, I can run cat space greater than, which is the operator here, then after greater than my file name. So through this command I will create one new file which would be like test1, press enter. Then you need to enter your content, which would be like this is a demo file. This would be the content of my file. Press enter. If I need to save this file or with this content, what I will do, I will press Ctrl D. So you need to press Ctrl D and this file will be saved. You can run ls command, through which you would be able to see there would be a file which is test1. Correct. Now if I need to read the data of this file, what I will do, I will run cat space test1, then press enter. You will get your data which you will get into output basically. Okay, now if I need to append my data, so what I will do, if I will run this command once again, like cat space greater than test, what it will do, it will overwrite my content. So if there would be some existing content inside my file, so through this command, if I'm using single greater than, so it will overwrite my file. If I need to append my content, what I will do, I will use here double greater than, then it will update, if it will append my content to existing file. Let me show you. Press enter and demo file for testing. Control D again for saving your file. Now if you need to read out, you can use up arrow keys, up and down arrow key to run to see your previous command. So you can select your previous command as well through up and down arrow keys. So I'm going to use here this command where you will get your updated content as well. If I need to overwrite, let me show you this command once again. Cat space a single greater than, then test1, press enter, and let me write here one command which would be Linux administration by Sanjay Singh. Press enter, Control D, and do one thing. Let's read the file. So now I have my new content. That means my content is overwrite through this command. So you need to remember that also. Now, if I need to check my mounted file system, so if you will see, so in Linux everything will be mounted into a directory, correct? And if you will insert some internal, some flash drive, some external hard drive, so that will be also mounted into a directory. So if you need to check mount points, what you can do, you can run command which would be find mnt, and through which you would be able to see all the mounted directories and subdirectories. Correct. You can use that command also. So now let me see which command we can run now. So clear would be the command here to clear your terminal. So mkdir we have done, cat we have done, touch we have done, and ls df space -h and free. So rm command, which is used for removing your files and folder. So rm space, if I will specify my file name, which would be test1, press enter. So it will ask confirmation from your side, so you need to press y to confirm this, and you will press ls, type ls, so there would be no test file. Correct. Similarly, if I need to delete my directory, so let me run first of all this rm space videos. This would be the directory which I'm going to delete here. So you can see you cannot remove this directory. Why? Just because there is some content inside this directory. So if you need to delete this directory through rm command, so through rm you would be able to delete only files, correct? So if you have to delete directories, what you will do, you will use this switch rm space hyphen rf. So it will delete your directories forcefully without confirmation. So you need to remember that also. So rm space r you can use for removing your directories, and rm space hyphen rf to removing your directories without confirmation. Let me specify here videos, and it will remove my directory permanently. So if you run ls here, so okay, one second, I have removed my subdirectories which is inside my. So if I will type here uh, forward slash, correct? So if after forward slash, if anything would be there, so if there would be some subdirectories, it will delete your subdirectories only, correct? So if I need to delete my parent directory along with my subdirectories, I will use this command rm space hyphen rf videos, press enter, and then if you will run ls, let me switch to videos, let's check. So that is deleted, okay, and this will be removed from your output as well. Let me clear my terminal. So here we are getting one directory which is videos, but yes, this will be removed, just because if you will see, if I'm running here cd space videos, so there's no such file or directory, correct? So that is deleted, and this will be removed after few seconds from your system, from your memory basically. Now if you will see here cd space data, so under data, let me check, there's no subdirectories, okay, no issues. So these are the basic commands here which you can run, which you can use, through which you would be able to manage your Linux system. In next session I will show you more commands through which you can manage, like we will discuss about the bash shell. So the commands which we can run on for this terminal, okay? So there would be few commands which you can use for managing your work for the specific terminal. Like we can use tab, we can use history command for terminal, through which we would be able to see history. We can use piping. So all those I will show you. Redirection would be there in my next video. So thank you guys, and please share my YouTube channel, and like, subscribe and comment. Thank you, thanks for watching my videos.